365 days a year. Of course, I'm Mitch. I founded Sports Chat Place and then later founded Pick Dogs. And we do this show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're about 15 minutes late today because we're all shooting the shit behind the scenes, something that we probably, if we're going to do that, we probably got to convene about 15 minutes earlier. But something I could talk to the gang about. Everyone, I think, a little bit crabby today, whether you voted for stuff like the legalization of marijuana in New Jersey that won, or you voted for a candidate that lost or might have lost, or who the hell even knows at this point, right? Who even won and who lost. It really doesn't matter. We know one thing, man. None of those people are out to help us. But we know it's out to help us, putting ourselves on winners, putting ourselves in the best position to win some games, and we do that every day here. I'd like to thank everyone who was able to refrain yesterday from the political discussion in our groups. Man, our groups are about sports betting and sports betting only. They're not about political betting. They're not about dominoes. They're not about any of that crap. It's about sports betting, and it clearly says that in the rules. And I would thank everyone that respected those rules. It was our fourth or fifth presidential election together, which is crazy, man. And we've always been able to avoid the political line. Gets a little crazier every year, but, we're all still in this together, man. Today we're all still friends. But anyway, speaking of my friends, let me bring these guys in. Sometimes we're friends. Sometimes we're not. Got Ruffalo, Zawacki, Bittler, and Ann with us. When Ann's here, everyone's always on their best behavior.
Morning.
Morning. Chris, we got the Mac attack tonight. Maction going on. 6 Mac games. Wednesday college football. This was really a good idea. Like of all the things that came out of the COVID, this is one of the good ideas, right? We had a lot of daytime baseball, which was a good idea. Daytime NBA basketball. It was a really good idea. Weekday daytime basketball, it's all good for me. But this is not a bad thing either. I mean, we've always had Tuesday, Wednesday games as get into November, which we are now. They always have there's always that week solid, or ESPN usually has 10 days of football, they call it, or something like that, or more than that, where it runs through Monday, Tuesday, whatever. But normally it's just one game on each day. I like this 6-game card idea of college football instead of being stuck into that South Alabama, Arkansas State game. You got 6 games to really make some foolish decisions and chase and, make some bad bets on. So, we haven't seen any of these MAC teams. Chris, what do you got in store for us today? You got soccer and MAC football, or just soccer, just MAC football? What's going on?
No, I have a Champions League 5-pack sitting at the website in the premium area, and I also have my Mac Attack 3-pack over at the website. Both are up there, ready to be picked and ready to put everyone on some winners today.
Okay. How about you, Rod?
For me, I got a Mac Attack triple, 3 side winners, all in one package you can get, and I've got a 3-pack Champions League triple. All going to be a good day.
Well, I won't be anywhere near that thing, but I'm all over the MAC. I'm nowhere. All of a sudden, I'm not like a soccer expert out of the blue. That's for sure. Just like NHL, it's like, hey, there's no games. People are like, hey, you don't have any picks, and it's like, yeah, all there is NHL today. It's like, well, how come you don't have any? Because I don't know, because I haven't done an NHL pick in 14 years. I have no idea. It's like all of a sudden today I'm an expert. It's like, oh man, Brian. Got ping pong picks today, or what do you got?
I think it would have been cool if one of the conferences would have taken over Tuesdays, maybe Pac-12 or something, and given us a full slate of games on Tuesday. Maybe one of the crappy football conferences.
Pac-12 would have put it on the Pac-12 network. They would have screwed us.
Or something. Or they could have done something. But anyway, we got what we got, and what I got is the number 1 ranking in college football, 36-23.
How was your MAC record this year? I mean, the thing that counts. How's your record in the MAC this season?
Well, we're starting tonight. I got all 3 games for $50 at pickdogs.com, or the 7-day pass for $150. You're going to get a solid week of football picks, so pick it up.
Sounds super exciting. And what do you got?
I got 3 college spreads up there and a total that I love, so grab that. Gonna start this Mac attack. Going in good.
All right, well, we're going to talk about the Mac. I got 5 Mac picks, and I got tons of videos out there. Me and Ruflo did some videos on Sports Chat Place. I did a few on Pick Dogs as well. I'm going to do some more Pick Dog videos today. And, yeah, pretty exciting stuff. But we got Eastern Michigan and Kent State. I always get weirded out about this name, the Kent State. So they're the Golden Flashes, but I always think like Flash is kind of like one of those words where it's like Flash, it sounds plural, like to me, So Kent State
where you don't put the ES on the end of it.
Well, the Kent State Golden Flash. It's kind of like the Utah Jazz, right? It's kind of like, right?
St. John's Red Storm.
Yeah. The Flash.
Did you see I had their new logo for their helmets? I just showed it to the camera. The flashes. It's a guy flashing. What? All right. I thought it was cool. The Flashers, the Golden Flashers. Oh.
Some good stuff.
I'm trying to say something.
We all needed a laugh.
Some good material. So what we do is we do not discuss politics on our shows at all. You get one warning and you're gone, and depending on how far you go with it. If some people, if you catch me just at the right time, I just get rid of you right away. The title still says drive-through. It should not. Tony T has been messing with my titles. Oh, man. I see what happened. Crap. We could restart. That is what happened. Let's do a quick restart.
Yeah.
We'll just do it really quick on the fly. All right. I'll see you guys in about 2 minutes. We'll do a full restart. SportsChatPlace.com and PickDogs.com. It is Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. Here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those of you that were just watching, well, we had a little bit of a technical glitch, so I wanted to redo it because I think when people get their notifications and things of that measure, boy, I'm half asleep, but things like that, when it's labeled incorrectly and stuff, well, then they don't pay as close of attention. But hopefully you guys rejoin us in a hurry. But we will, of course, get rolling. Let me bring the gang in. Bring the sound back up. Here we go. We got Chris Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and Ann. Brian had a horrible joke on the last one. We're going to omit that on this show. But quickly, around the horn, Chris, what do you got for sale today? And say hello to everybody out there.
Good morning, everybody. I got my Champions League 5-pack and my Mac Attack 3-pack. All sitting, waiting for everybody in the premium area over at pickdogs.com and sportschatplace.com.
How's this Champions League picks going? I know, like, I don't follow the Champions League, and I don't follow every pick that every handicapper makes, but I have to say that a lot of handicappers are picking Champions League, and most of them are struggling, So, how's it generally going?
It's going all right. I mean, you have some 3 and 2 days, 2 and 3 days, but there's a lot of value to be had there. It's not just like, your minus 110s and minus 120s. You can find some plus 200, plus 300 in there if you do your homework and find the value. But there's lots of value to be had there.
How about you, Rod?
I got a Champions League 3-pack available.
Yeah, the title is still messed up. I'll just have to fix it.
And a Mac Attack 3-pack. So I got one for Champions League, one for the Mac, and Champions League soccer's been treating me pretty good.
How about you, Brian Bittler?
If you guys want to follow the number one college football handicapper, hitting 61% on the season,
God, man.
Get my Mac 3-pack, $50, pickdogs.com.
And
I have my profit pack up there for today for spreads on college football, and I have a total that is a big winner tonight.
Awesome. I have 5 MAC games. I kind of gave out 5 because it's new. I'm honest, and I'm going to tell you it's new. We haven't seen these teams play. I kind of know these teams pretty well because it's not like my first rodeo with betting the MAC and seeing it. And there's traditional things that happen with these teams, and we're just going to lean on those to try and get us through. But it's basically like betting week 1 of game 1 and all of that other stuff all over again. So I just figured with 5 games, 3 of them go my way, I have a winning night, and that's really the angle that I'm playing there. It's certainly not like one of these things where I'm just saying, oh man, I'm gonna go smash the MAC tonight. It's like the probability is, quite honestly, of that happening out of the gate is slim. I don't care what you're ranked in college football or anything like that. I think that it's the reality of the situation. It's just it's hard. The first game is always hard. It is. But I do like these Wednesday games. I do like the idea of it. And we'll get to know these teams. We're gonna find out in a hurry what they're made of. And if there was like any kind of continuity here, I would probably come on at halftime. And if I see anything that I really like going on, I will come on at halftime and do a halftime show. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and sign up for those notifications. So brings us to our first game of the MAC tonight. Got Eastern Michigan and the Kent State Golden Flashes. We started talking about Flashes and Flash in the other show. I don't understand. I think it would be way cooler if they were just called the Flash. Not the Flashes, but whatever. Eastern Michigan's been so money for me, man, over the last few years. Just really one of those teams. It was just an ATM machine for me. Just cash, cash, cash. They don't have to win, but in my book, they'll win. that's they have to, I'm not a fan, I'm not rah-rah, go Dodgers, I'm not Al Niños here, right? I'm betting on the games. And I like teams that cover, man. I like teams that cover point spreads. And to me, what we saw last year from Eastern Mich, you guys, of course, will chime in your 2 cents, but what we saw last year from Eastern Mich is that people started jumping on the Mich bandwagon. And when that happens, the line starts flipping the other direction. And now you have Eastern Michigan as a favorite, which I do not like them in the favorite role nearly as much. But right here in our wheelhouse, anything less than 3, I mean, they pretty much have been solid gold. I don't know how many 1 and 2 point. This is like the Giants and the Denver Broncos. These guys play a 1 and 2 point game every single week. Sometimes it's in their favor, sometimes the other way. But it's like it seems every game is 1 or 2 points. I know they lost some players for sure. Chris,
what was their ATS record last year? Eastern Michigan.
I don't know, but they were favored in some games on the road as they were favored in some games, and that's not a typical role for Eastern Michigan. So they didn't cover as well as a favorite as they did, but as a dog, I think they were just pretty much money. Like they were 3.5 point dogs to Northern Illinois. They beat them by 18. They were 4 point favorites to Kent State and lost by 8. They were 12 point dogs against Pitt in the bowl game, and they lost 34-30, so they covered. See, they're just great dogs. This just a great dog team. They were 2.5 point dogs against Toledo, and they lost by 3 in overtime. That was a tough one. They were 9 point dogs against Western Michigan, who was one of the better teams. They lost by a touchdown. I mean, this team has just been money. As a dog over the last 2 years, I'm gonna guess they're like 9-2 or 9-3. Over the last 2 seasons. Maybe if you go further out, it's only gonna get better. Chris, who let the dogs out?
Eastern Michigan's been kind to us, but I just still think there's too much turnover there. New head coach, new coaching staff, new quarterback. Kent State, Dustin Crum, he was one of the better quarterbacks in the MAC, and Kent State led the MAC in passing last year, so I think they can throw on the Eagles defense. I like Kent State to win by a touchdown.
The man's an idiot. Rod?
This line is moving is what it's been doing. It's jumped from 4.5 to 4, I see now, and moving like crazy. I'm going to take the under. Give me the under in this game. I don't think we get to that number. Give me the under.
Brian Bitler?
I agree with Mitch 100% with what he said earlier, and I love Rod's play on the under. I think this total's way too high. I think both teams come out a little bit sluggish, and struggling to score by halftime, so give me the under.
I'm going to guess we see a lot of sluggish play tonight out of these MAC teams. Just generally a pretty sloppy, sluggish conference to begin with, right? I mean, the MAC is not like, we don't scour the NFL rosters for, there's loaded with MAC players. You got like the guy who's on, the guy who beat up his wife or girlfriend. Now he's on the Browns because the Chiefs wouldn't tolerate that shit. What's his name again? Kareem Hunt.
Hunt.
Yes.
Hunt.
Like he's good, and then you got the guy on the Titans. The receiver, Corey Davis, who's sometimes when he wants to play, he's really good. And other days, it just feels like not playing that much, and he's not as good. I do like that the Titans cut Vic Beasley. I like that. It's like, you don't want to be part of the solution, man, and you're part of the problem. I like that. And what do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you guys. Definitely get on that under. It's way too high. Eastern Michigan has like half their starters coming back, and Kent is just, they don't look like they have, I think there's like 6 out of 11 offensive starters, and probably about like 7 returning. So I think that's way too high.
All right. Go to our next game. Got the Akron Zips up against the Western Michigan Broncos. Western Mich, few years past Fleck at this point, right? So Akron sucks. I mean,
hey, you be nice to my Zips, man. The Zips are like the Jets for me.
No.
I saw the Grateful Dead at the Rubber Bowl in like 1986. Somewhere. It was like I may or may not have been on acid. All right, it was on acid. Anyways, Chris, you got Western Michigan here. Or you on acid? What's going on?
It's like I said on our video.
A little bit of both.
Like I said in our video, I said on the drive through, the reason Akron are called the Zips is because that's how many points they score more often than not. This team has scored 7 points or less in 7 games last year, and I don't care if you're bringing back 90% of your team. When you don't score, it doesn't mean anything. I like Western Michigan here by 3 touchdowns.
How about you, Rod?
I think that's way too many points for a Western Michigan team that is only bringing back 6 starters on both sides of the ball. It could be ugly. It could be an ugly game. Give me the Zips and the points.
You don't think like Western Michigan gets sidetracked by that Akron nightlife? No?
At least you're making me laugh today.
I'm just throwing it out there, man. I'm just throwing it out there. It happens. Brian, what do you think? Western Michigan, Akron.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, it's like I know you go to the Club Med in Akron all the time.
Listen, I had the Akron Zips written down as a premium play, and I just couldn't convince myself to put it in today. It's just they're so bad. But they are like my Jets. I like to ride them, and the public is humping all over Western Michigan. So I'm going to put $50 on Akron and see how it goes. Too many points at home the first game.
Ann, what do you think?
I definitely agree with Chris. If you look at the last 12 games that they've played, they are zip against the zip spread. So when you're 0-12 against the spread, I'm definitely going to lean towards I guess it's the Road Dogs here.
Antonio Brown, also from Central Michigan. So you got a lot of attitude problems coming out of the MAC. Is basically what you got. Khalil Mack from Buffalo too, right?
He might be the all-time best Buffalo Bison.
The best of the Bison.
I think they're the only team that doesn't show rust tonight's Buffalo. Just my personal opinion.
This is a lousy game. Just so you know it. I think this is the ESPN 3 game or the ESPN Plus game. It's one or the other. This is not on regular TV.
You mean they don't have a MAC channel yet? Oh, it's just...
They would have to go to MAC Auxiliary, kind of like the SEC has like 611-1 or 611-1. Big Ten is 610-1, 610-2. Anyways, yeah. It's like, be careful what you wish for.
What's
like,
the most
we got
famous
Wednesday Night
Akron
Football. Oh crap! It's the MAC. What's better, MAC football, Chris, or MAC basketball?
MAC basketball.
Oh, it's way better, right?
Yeah,
Way
basketball.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
It's like you have some teams that can compete. It's like, who's the toughest team to figure out in MAC basketball these days? Akron, it's like they were so good for so long, and then like they weren't good, and now it's like, well, they were good, but they weren't. You have to win the MAC, right? You have to win the MAC is really all that matters. And they weren't good enough, and then last year they tried to be good enough, and I think had it gone, I think they had a chance to go, but we got snipped right before we found out.
I'd call it kicking the balls. But...
Well, they cut our nets down. That's basically what happened.
By the way, to answer Brian's question, the best Akron alumni, Jason Taylor.
Ooh, that's
6
good.
Pro Bowls. The only Akron Zip to ever make a Pro Bowl.
Wow.
All right.
See, Mitch, you're supposed to know that. That's one of your guys, Jason Taylor.
I was never a Jason Taylor fan. I always thought he was overrated. Northern Illinois versus Buffalo. This line has moved from 10 to 14. Northern Illinois used to be the class of the conference. They always had like the quarterback that could he just ran every single play. Right? It's like, what happened to the good old days of Northern? Now
they had snowy, cold games. Icy.
Well, Jerry
Northern
Kill
Illinois.
coached it. Jerry Kill coached at Northern. Right? So that's when they were really good. Chris, the Huskies or the Bulls?
I think the Huskies are going to finish at the bottom of MAC this year. There's 60-something freshmen on the team this year, and that's a lot of inexperience and growing to do in real time. I like the Bulls. I'm going to lay the points with the Bulls in this one. I think Jarrett Patterson runs all over them.
It's a lot of special sauce.
Special sauce. I go for a
See
Big
a lot
Mac.
of Mac sauce.
I want a Big Mac for lunchtime today.
To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
On a sesame seed.
Sweet bun. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had McDonald's. I had a chicken sandwich there like 10 years ago or something.
I'm the oddball computer person, and I'm like, all right, can I have the fillet of fish? And people are like, what? People eat that?
Is it still square? It's still square.
Big in Canada.
It's still
It's
square,
like
yeah.
good now.
Like what
Like
fish
that.
is square? What fish is square? I don't even.
It's like they make you pull around the corner because you have to wait for 10 minutes because you have to make it fresh. You're like, nobody orders the fillet of fish. What the hell?
Some guy ordered the fillet.
That's why I don't order filet of fish.
It's like the manager's like looking over the person like, "What are you doing?" Someone ordered.
You're making me do extra work.
It's like someone,
You should see, you
someone
should see what
ordered.
happens when you order the double filet of fish. You can order two. They'll give you 2 filet of fish patties on one, and then they all go crazy. They're like, someone's ordering the double filet of fish.
So here,
man, we only had one.
so here's a confession. I've never had tartar sauce in my life. I just can't. I don't even like the look of it.
Not that much.
Can't do it.
That makes 2 of us.
I've never had it. I just can't. It's a visual. Can't do it. I don't even know what it is. But it's like I don't want any part of it.
Little mayo, little capers, little lemon juice. Some people like dill. Some people.
Ugh.
You can change it up. You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Ugh.
So remember
All I can think about is the school lunches, with the little plastic thing with the tartar. They throw it on there.
I don't know. I don't understand why those ones are yellow, but I don't understand. It's like why is
Why
it
the
yellow?
fish are
Sitting
yellow?
around for a while. Sitting
Is
around.
that what it is?
Freezer
Why is
burn.
it yellow? Yellow tartar sauce.
It's the mayonnaise getting old.
There it is. Mitch motivated me to upload a profile picture. Way to go. Welcome to the human race. So what are we at? Rod, Buffalo Northern? Did you give a pick?
This one I'm gonna take the over. I think we just get over the number.
Oh man, we went into this whole Canisius thing. It's like someone told me like that they pronounce it Canisius, and people got so mad at me. I mean, I got so many emails about that. It's like it is not Canisius. It's like, I was like, all right, man. So I was just going because someone told me they're like that's probably like one of our rivals telling you to do that. Oh man, that was a bad day. Brian, what do you got here?
I'm going to agree with Rod here. I don't love it here, but I'm going to lean towards the over. I don't think we see much defense from Northern Illinois, and I think we see a lot of Buffalo scoring at will here. So give me the over.
52. So that's 5?
7 touchdowns and a field goal.
7 touchdowns and a field goal.
You might see a safety tonight.
That's assuming they hit every extra point in the MAC. That's not a given.
That's a crazy high percentage.
And what are you thinking here? Buffalo, Northern Illinois.
I'm gonna join you guys on the totals here. On paper, it's telling me over, but you know what? I just can't get behind this. The offense is just terrible for Northern Illinois here, so I'm just gonna branch out and do the under.
Best wings, Buffalo. Yep. Annie's Anchor Bar. I know that there's probably other places that the locals go to, but when I went to see the Grateful Dead in Buffalo, at Orchard Park, I did go to Annie's Anchor Bar and had some wings. That was I think I was on acid as well, Buffalo. It's like, yeah.
What do you mean I can't eat the bowl?
It was no. I think I slept under the tent. It's like,
Were you petting it?
Oh, jeez.
It was like,
Under the tent.
yeah. It was not one of my proudest moments. Miami of Ohio against Ball State. This one is not a lot of agreement out there among the bettors and the squares and everything else. Brian, before we get into this one, I just want to ask you, what's the betting action looking like on these MAC games? Is it heavy? Because I'm noticing that the web traffic and even our video traffic here, it's not like people are jumping out of their seats. It's not like if like say there was no football, right, and there was nothing going on, and there was no games yesterday, which is people might be just a little sluggish today after yesterday, but I noticed like the web traffic around the web regarding these games and regarding like our show today. It's not like people are just like coming out in droves to say, man, I got to go hammer the Mac today. What's the like? Is there a lot of action on these games, or is it moderate action, or is it just?
I'm seeing moderate action here, and I gotta note that some of the games that I even had put in today have moved slightly. So we are seeing some movement here.
Yeah, if you have question on line moves, we have a customer service thing. Contact me.
Yeah, I think there's moderate action, Mike, because this is the show in town, and I think it'll increase by game time.
I think it'll increase tonight. Around 6 o'clock. I think once things on the political front, I think once we have more definition there, things will get back to normal. I think people are still on pins and needles here. There's nothing definitive out there about anything. I mean, who the hell knows, right?
Well, it's so close. These numbers are crazy close in some states.
I mean, it's super close, and it's like no one knows who's going to win. We just only know one thing. It's not going to be good for us, right? No matter who wins, it's not going to be good for us. Right? It's never good for us. It's like I've been screwed by Republicans, Democrats, and independents, man. It's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But the one thing that we do see is that the healthcare stocks are up big, so we're going to get screwed, right? I mean, that's the best indicator is when the healthcare stocks are up 20% out of the gate. It's like the American people are going to get screwed, and these healthcare companies are going to get frickin' loaded. And that is what is happening in the stock market. And that's someone that used to be a trader on Wall Street, so I can tell you that for a fact. That whoever wins is, the way the Congress, the Senate, however this all shook out, and I don't know because I don't follow politics, but however it all shook out or shaking out, the healthcare companies are really going to stick it to us. Really stick it to it. Worse than it is now. Right, worse than it is now, which is crazy. It's hard to believe that it could be worse. I pay $1,400 a month for minimal coverage. That's nuts.
What?
Yeah, I know.
So
for the minimum.
What's the point of paying for that?
Oh, like I went to the doctor. I had that thing on my back. It cost me $170 for the doctor's visit, and I pay $1,400 a month. Oh, I know.
So why don't you just pay everything out of pocket?
You can't. You have to have coverage.
No,
that's the law. Yes, you do. Oh, yes,
Maybe
you do. Yeah. Oh, yes, you do.
They eliminated the individual mandate that would force you to get health care.
Well,
so I think I don't know. Yeah, it used to be the way it was, but somebody like you has done well for themselves. I'd pay out of pocket. I wouldn't give those guys money like that. That's just me.
You don't have a choice. Anyways,
that blows my mind.
Well, why do you think the healthcare stocks? I mean, the healthcare stocks is where the money is at, man. Look at you, man. I'm sure
for healthcare every month. Holy man.
Yeah, and that's for the minimum. That's for the minimum. And the thing is,
you better be getting super duper coverage at that price.
No, you don't.
I'm here in Canada.
I had that surgery last year. It cost me about $17,000 out of pocket. After paying all that.
What's the point of having insurance?
Because it would have been like 80. That's why.
Holy man.
Anyways, Miami of Ohio against Ball State. Speaking about surgery,
kicking the balls.
You kicked me right in the ball states. Ruflo, I know you're as square as they come. What are you looking at here?
I'm looking at Miami, Ohio. I just like the way that Miami, Ohio's offense looks, and Ball State struggled defending the run last year, and
little man crush on the quarterback there, maybe.
Potentially. Potentially, I might have my Miami, Ohio jersey on with no pants watching the game. I don't know. We'll see.
What's the last year like the expectation of the Miami, Ohio quarterback? When's the last year like that it was like realistic? I mean, when's the last time that they had realistic expectations from a quarterback? It's like I can't even remember. Every year they talk about
Roethlisberger, quarterback Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, but even of him, they thought he was going to win the Heisman and be the #1 overall draft pick. was the expectation, and he had a great offensive line. My wife's cousin played on that team, linebacker.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Miami, Ohio. I like the better Gabbert brother. I like Brett Gabbert. I think he leads Miami to a win here.
Rod, the other Miami.
I think we're going to see some offense. Both teams can score. Give me the over. I think this goes over for sure. Offense is galore, and usually out of these first games back, the offense is a little ahead of the defense. So give me the over here.
You guys, if you want to talk about like the games this weekend, you should take it to the Facebook group, man. You guys can talk about it all the way up to game time.
I love the Facebook group.
We've lost a couple people over the last couple of years.
I get some good ideas from the Facebook group.
We've lost some friends in the Facebook group the last few days.
I'm sure we will.
Brian or Chris or Rod, did you stay here? Ball State and Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, I like the over. I'm like both quarterbacks are good. Drew Pitt and Gabbert, both going to be probably have big years.
Yeah.
So give me the over.
From the sample I'm seeing, I'm going to have to back the under here. It's just too much action coming in on the over. It hasn't really moved more than a half a point, maybe a point. So for me, I'm going to put $50 on the under. It's nothing I'm running a bet.
Easy.
Call it crazy. I'm crazy.
If you don't have health insurance, it's a $700 fine.
No, it's not. I have to disagree with you on that. I mean, you have to bet a hat on that one.
It's $200.
Probably depends on where you live.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe it depends on what state you live in.
You just lost
I can tell you. I can tell you as a Hawaii resident, whatever it costs in any of the other states, it's 6 times the price here. I mean, home of the $14 jar of peanut butter, right? I mean, what's the price of gas where you live, Brian? What's the price of gas? And
gas is about $2.50 a gallon.
Oh, it's cheap here.
Like what?
$2.13.
I paid $4.29 yesterday.
Oh God.
Actually, Pennsylvania is considered expensive because they have about the 3rd highest gas tax, so it's not a good state to live in to drive a car.
And we don't pump our gas. We can just sit in the car and relax, especially when it's cold and raining out.
Yeah, they don't even think the people are capable in New Jersey of pumping gas, so they come out and pump it for them.
Well, when I go to work over in Pennsylvania, I can do it real fast, but all my friends are like, "Oh, I'm from Jersey." Like, it's really not that hard.
Oh, how do you pump the gas? Oh, what side of the car?
Like, no, it's a real thing. Like,
real? Like, really?
I'm just
here in Canada, you can't even find a
yes.
Trying to find a full serve pump is like, good
Well,
luck.
it's funny. My dad lived up in Philadelphia, and we would leave my grandma's house, and he'd have to stop and get gas, and he literally would not know how to do it. And I'm like, you're from this state. You've lived here. I know you've been in New Jersey for 30 years, but I just don't understand how you don't know how to pump. Like, it's like you just get used to somebody pumping your gas for you, and apparently you don't. I mean, it's really not that hard. I completely mind blown. But again,
So what everyone is paying in the $1.79 to $1.80 range. I paid $4.29 yesterday. The thing is that generally I only have to fill my gas tank up. I was at a point where I had to fill my gas tank up like once every 2 months, though. That's the whole difference too. But now because I drive, I don't know. Sometimes like I don't mind, and it's like I like the windows open, loud music, and I just kind of like casually enjoy, driving along the beach and, whatever. But then lately I've had lead foot, I'm just like, I don't know what it is, man. It's like whoever's in front of me, it's like they're an asshole. They're too slow, It's like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, right? I don't know what it is. So it's like, I think the lead foot is kind of eating away at my gas a little bit that I've been using. My car's gas guzzler, man, too, right? Thing goes so fast. It's like, boom. The gas needle just goes. I think it's 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds or something. It's like so fast. It's like, my lease is almost up.
So the gas thing opens right up and it's like.
So one of the options. One of the options that I have on the car that I don't have currently that I'm not getting on the new car, which is going to bite me in the ass, right? I have run flat tires. Okay, so when you go to replace these run flat tires, they're about $900 a piece. I mean, so this time I got the regular tires. You can't plug them. Like if you just run over a nail or something, you can't plug the run flat tires. You need to get a new tire. But they will run flat, and that's the thing is that it takes a lot to flatten them. But I went with the regular tires this time, and it's going to bite me in the ass. I mean, we know that, right? It's like I have to have a spare tire now. It's not a good idea for me, but I'm doing it. Plus, we're going to have construction here and everything going on. It's not going to be good. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. That's the other thing. It takes 4 months to get a car here.
They ship in sea containers, don't they?
Yeah, they ship.
You do a sea container and off they go.
Off they go. It's like the race is on. Will my lease expire or will my new car come in? Which will happen first?
Here comes the weather.
I wonder if they nail you on like a late return fee if you got the same from the same. I'm sure they do. It's gonna be. It's like they just want to argue with me. It's like, and I'll be the bad guy, of course. It's in your contract. It's like, where in this contract? Right? It's like, it's on. Oh, what's even worse is it's in the contract. It's on our website. Didn't you see it? It's like, you gotta be kidding. It's like your website is impossible to navigate. Possible. And Miami of Ohio, Ball State. Brian, did you give a pick?
Miami, Ohio, Ball State. I believe I took.
He took the under.
Took the under.
I think
Brian, you get the undercoat on your car, the rust-proof undercoat.
I did on my last car, but I'm looking at new cars here, and I'm really tempted at the new Corvette. I think it really looks badass, but I don't know.
Wrap
Seems
your
like
ass in fiberglass, baby.
I might be asking for trouble with that.
I went to buy an El Camino. My wife went, no way, man. I was like, business in the front, party in the back. I'm in, man. It was totally restored. I was so excited about it. She's like, no way. It's like, that's the one thing my wife gets weird about. It's like, I could say, like, yeah, I'm going to put 6 dimes on the Lakers. It's not great, It's like, I want to get an El Camino. No. Where are you
going to put that car back? A redesign on it. That would be cool.
I saw one. It was totally rehabbed. This thing was beautiful. It was just mint. My wife was like, no way. Business in the party in the back. So into. She's like, where are you going to put your surfboard rack? On your car. Brian, did you give a pick here?
I already did. I gave you the under in that Ball State.
All right, I'm sidetracked. I'm just trying to drag it out. We got 6 games. I'm trying to make it work.
For me, I'm going to go. I do agree with Rod about this over. I just think it's going to be very close. So I'm going to lay the points on Ball State here. The spread is what sticks out to me the most for the home team to be only favored. it's moved now, -2. Is it -1? I don't like that. I think Ball State's gonna win.
I like the under in this game.
My God, we agree.
I like the under.
I get excited.
Someone here in the comments, Chris, man, you all day. All day. How long is the game?
2 hours.
2 hours. Or all day. it's $14.99 for 2 hours or $19.99 all day. Oh, man.
Boy, the Zips have some 20.5s out there. That's all. Shoot.
It's a lot of wood to chop. Speaking about wood to chop, Central Mich plus 2.5 against the Bobcats. I gotta say, man, Central Mich is just one of those weird ass teams. You know, either they're really good or they're really bad. You know, it's like we've seen some great Central Michigan coaches and teams. We've seen some really, really disappointment. I mean, you have the what's the guy's name? The backup. He was backup for the Cowboys. So he didn't make it this year, but he was the king of preseason. Connor something. Connor Cook. Connor something. I don't know. Chris, the Chips and the Bobcats.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the under here. You know, both teams have to replace their starting quarterback. That's a lot of production. I think you're going to see a lot of running the ball in this game, so I'm on the under here.
Why does Chippewas always come up on spell check? It's so weird, right? It's like, red line. It's like Chippewas. Spell check.
I could never spell it in a million
No,
years.
I spell exactly. I copy and paste it. I used to write all the articles on the site, so I know which ones, you know. End zone, right? It's like end
I
zone.
would just write chips.
They always tell you end zone is incorrect. Always.
I shortened it to chips on purpose.
What is the name of the pancake place that sells huge pancakes in Hawaii? Pancakes as big as a pizza. Is it on the Big Island? There's a really good pancake place on the Big Island. I've only been to the Big Island twice, but both times I ate at that same place, and it was so good. It was one of those places one of those diners that has like 1,700 items on the menu, and they're all good. You know, it's like you could just pick out the one thing that you would say, no one probably ever orders this, and you get it. It's just like unbelievable. You know, it's like I love those places. We don't have those here.
There's a Hawaiian Chick-fil-A out in Virginia.
Hawaiian Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
We don't even have a Chick-fil-A in Hawaii. It's like
And there's a Hawaii. It's amazing. I have not been. I'm pretty sure it's in Virginia.
What does it have? What makes it Hawaiian?
They have I think they have tacos in there. They have
like fish tacos?
They have the fish tacos, yes.
So one of my neighbors owns a food truck. And he makes shrimp tacos. Jorgito's shrimp tacos. I have to say. They're off the chain. I mean, this is I could eat about 60 of them. I bet you like me and the Puck Dogs could go in there and frickin' hammer out about $600 worth. It's like, they're so good. It's like, you sit outside and it's like,
shrimp.
Mitch.
It's in Georgia.
They always ask me the same question, too. Would you like a napkin? It's like, I'm going to need about 20 of them. I ordered 14 tacos for one person. It's like, oh, man.
Those would get crushed.
Me and Trap used to order Thai food in Vegas, get that DoorDash or whatever. It's called like Uber Eats or whoever delivers it. You know, I forgot the name of the one. It wasn't one of those, but it was like the other one. Postmates. It's like, and they deliver the Thai food for like 2 people, and there's like a stack of, they give you like the stack of plates and like 30 plastic forks and stuff. It's like, you think we might have overordered a little bit? It's like they come the guy's got like a hernia carrying the bags up. It's like it's two people. Yeah, we'll eat it. I mean, it's like.
It's like you got 4 staff from the hotel bringing in 2 bags apiece.
No, we had the condo. They had the doorman would bring it up like on one of those carts.
On the luggage cart?
They do. They bring it up like on the luggage cart.
Takeout trays stacked on a dolly, and he's like wheeling it in. He's like, "Where did you want it, sir?" And just leave it in the corner.
Trap's like, I don't see those satays in here. It's like,
Call the restaurant.
Oh man.
They have pineapple chicken tacos, Makina, I don't know how to say that word, fried cod tacos. They have an island chicken salad sandwich. And they also have a Luna burger. And it's not chicken. It's a burger. And
Truett's Luau location.
And it's in Georgia.
Yeah, it's in Georgia. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Where is this?
It's got phenomenal reviews.
There's probably nothing Hawaiian about it.
It says they welcome you with alohas. And...
There you go.
So weird, man. Yeah, let's take a look at this sucker. See exactly what's here. It's like Chick-fil-A needs to know whoever it is. There it is, fried cod tacos, grilled mahi tacos. Those are probably good. Look at that. They even got
Sounds awesome.
Those look pretty good. Island chicken sandwich. It's like a chicken salad. Pineapple chicken tacos, I'll do a hard pass on those. Tropical nuggets and a luau burger. It's got an egg on it with like a scrambled egg. Rod would like this one, 720 calories. Just get 3 or 4 of those.
That's a little light.
Yeah, something like something like.
That's an hors d'oeuvre.
There, some bacon and cheese. That sounds a little light.
It's like I got the breakfast. I got the breakfast with Ruffalo. It's like I'm gonna get something light. Of the triple waffle. It's like they bring it over. It's like in Vegas.
It's got the sparklers on the outside.
It's like what the hell did you order? Waffle. It's like it's the side dish for the. He's got the main course. Like I also want the waffle. Like,
yeah, it's just like they bring out a small plate of like sausage links. It's like that's what you ordered. What the hell happened with the waffle?
Oh man. Anyways,
I'm hungry.
Central Mission, Ohio. Oh man, where were we, Rod?
For me in this one, I like the under. Give me the under. Central Mich is returning lots on defense, and they got a great defense. Going to be a battle. 2 new quarterbacks. Yeah, give me the under. That's way too high.
Brian says that people are saying that Brian, you looked very upset with us.
I'm not upset with you guys at all. Today's just not a day where I'm all happy. But I'm ready for college football, so maybe that'll cheer me up.
Well, at least you didn't order the grilled chicken nuggets at Chick-fil-A. You'd look.
I am hungry.
You're foolish.
Starving.
But as far as this game goes, I had some good friends that I hear that are liking Central Michigan today, and it's really making me take a second look at Ohio. I think if you guys can still get in there at -2.5, I think it's the way to go. I think the Bobcats might be a team to contend with in the MAC when it's all said and done. So I think they start out with a win here. If you can don't go over -3 with Ohio, but -3 or under, take Ohio.
Brian said he was getting a Big Mac for his next meal.
Because Big Macs are circles, and the Filet-O-Fish is a square. So I go with the circle.
God forbid Brian have anything to do with
I can't do anything to do with the square.
Wendy's burgers are squares.
It's true.
Yeah,
Damn
so
it.
you
I
eat
like
Wendy's more than anybody else.
Yeah, I like Wendy's. I got
He sits in the parking lot cutting the edges off.
Well,
of
I
the
usually
square
bite
burger,
the
turning
edge
it into
off
a
the
circle.
burger before I start on that one. That's true. Damn it.
I gotcha. Sorry.
She exposed me. It's terrible.
Brian, what's your go-to meal? That's one of the questions.
Expensive steak and grilled asparagus. That's probably my favorite go-to meal.
Expensive steak?
Well, you know, you go and you get those $15 cuts. It's like a big fat,
Medallion.
filet mignon type steak, and you cook it slow, medium rare.
Rod's salivating over here. I don't think.
I just don't understand cooking slow. What are you simmering it? You want
Well,
it
no, I like
fast
to cook
fry
on
on
the
both
grill.
sides of the steak to sear the juices in.
Well, you're a
And-
professional.
Yeah.
And only turn your
Right,
steak
Rod.
You start flipping and flopping your steak all over the place, and you're gonna get a tough steak, and you just ruin your piece of meat.
I believe
Yeah,
that
you
is.
gotta lock
I believe
that
that is the
flavor in.
place. Ken's House of Pancakes. I believe that is the place. It's wonderful. In Hilo, it is. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. I wish they had one here. Rod, what's your favorite steak? You're a Steak Friday guy. What's yours?
I have two. I like the bacon wrap filet mignon, or I'm a ribeye guy. I love a ribeye. Love a good ribeye.
I'm not a steak guy. I don't eat red meat. Just don't do it.
You can't eat it every day. Kick your ass, but you can. You gotta splurge once in a while and have a piece of red meat.
Splurge. Purge is what happened if I eat red meat. Last time I ate red meat, that's exactly what happened. You gotta try it. It's awesome. I'm like, all right, man, I'm in. Boom! It was like, whoa. Yeah, that was really good. It's like you go to someone's house and it's like, oh man, this tastes different. What's going on with this? It's like, oh, what'd you put in? Oh, we made it special for you. There's no meat in it. It's like, oh, yeah, what's in it? It's like, oh, there's shrimp and like peas and it's some cream sauce and some prosciutto and it's like.
I thought you were going to go back to the plant-based, and I'm like, well, why does everything have to go back to plant-based stuff?
Oh man, that's like, I'm telling you, that day that my wife gave me that cracker, whew, it's like I'm eating it.
I was actually physically offended when you sent me the picture of the plant-based parm crisps.
Oh man, my wife sent.
Plant-based parm crisp. How does that work? That doesn't. What?
I ate that. I ate that cracker, man. It was like, yeah, oh yeah, it's plant-based. You realize what that's gonna do to my stomach?
He starts scraping off his tongue.
And did you give a pick here, Central Mich in Ohio?
So I'm actually going to agree with Brian on this one. I like Central Mich again. But again, I would not. I see them probably winning by maybe
0.
1 or 2 points.
I see them winning by 0.
I said Ohio, not Central Michigan.
Oh, you did? Well, I'm going with Central Michigan.
Yeah. All right. It's your funeral. Central Mich actually finished the season pretty strong last year. 49-7 over Toledo, 14.5-point favorites. 45-44 over Ball State. They're 2-point dogs. 48-10 over Northern Illinois. Got trounced by Buffalo. Beat Bowling Green. 42-28 over New Mexico State. Wow. Now you're talking.
Impressive.
It's impressive. Island chicken sandwich.
I'm
What is the deal
telling
with that?
you. I'm telling you. They're going to do it.
Island chicken sandwich. So if you click on it, we'll at least give you a breakdown here.
They just put Thousand Island dressing on top.
It's
of it.
chicken salad combined with diced pineapples and grapes served on a warm toasted sweet bun. I'll have it minus the chicken, diced pineapple and grapes. I love those sweet buns. I do like those things. It's a nice bun. Nice bun.
I like a good bun. That bun makes the sandwich.
Of course. Of course. I know people that it's like you go to a really nice restaurant with them. If the bread is bad on the table, That's it. The whole meal might as well
That's
just
it. You're
forget
out.
it. Forget it. Forget it. My wife is one of those people. It's like if the bread is bad, forget it. You know, it's like I don't care what else you do for me. If the bread is bad,
It's just usually a bad sign. You come out, you're supposed to break bread, and then you come out, and if the bread is horrible like that, you're like, oh, what is this? What's the rest going to be like? But if the bread's real good, then it's supposed to be good. It's just a sign.
the high school in Hawaii with all the QBs is St. Louis High School. Poutine. Yeah, Bitler doesn't seem like a big eater like the puck dogs.
I like hot dogs.
No, like the puck dogs.
Oh no, I can't. If
You're
I
gonna
eat
eat
too
the
much,
puck dogs.
I cough a lot. So I eat I like little servings. I don't like a big helping and stuff. It's not for me.
All right.
I like controlled portions.
I like controlled portions too, just about 600 or 700 of them. I can Kobayashi your ass. I'm telling you, I could go toe to toe with these guys over here. I could easily, you know.
Well, I bet you could.
I know I can.
I can't eat like I used to.
Oh, I can.
It's like, you can? No,
I
I can't. I'm like, oh, no, can't do it anymore.
I slaughter the big guys when it comes to.
You used to eat more than your former buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time. All the time. It wasn't even
I
close.
would never have thought that.
Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Well, the thing is, you know, I most of my adult life, I've done some kind of endurance running or something of that nature. So it's like when you, like, you know, when I run, I don't just, you know, run a mile or two. It's like I run. It's like when I work out, I don't just, you know, do cardio for 20 minutes or something. You know, I do an hour and change. So it's like you're hungry. You get hungry. Speaking about hungry, Bowling Green's getting 24 points in this game now.
Wow.
24 points. That's a lot of points.
Why?
Why? Because they're hideous. That's why. When we talked about those Wyoming uniforms, well.
Oh, I thought you meant the other way around.
What would the line be if Bowling Green and Akron were playing tonight? That would be a good matchup.
I think Bowling Green would be favored by 4.
Jets Cowboys game.
Pick 'em.
Who do you like here? Chris?
I'm gonna lay the points with Toledo. I know it didn't work out last season as Bowling Green won outright, but I just think Toledo wins this one. I also like the under here. I think it's a low scoring game.
So my wife went to Bowling Green, so I can't make fun of the uniforms too bad. Brown and orange is just a great color combination. It's just awesome. Wyoming and Bowling Green, man.
I like Wyoming's uniforms.
Sure you do. They'll come back in. They're probably big in the 70s. 60s. Rod, got a real gem. We got a real gem here in Toledo.
Yeah. Give me the plus 24.5. That is too many points. Way too many points.
This could be done by the end of the first quarter, man. I mean,
Could be.
There's too much action going on in Toledo. Too many points for me to turn down. It's not a game I want to bet more than $50 on, but give me the 24.5 if I can grab it, and I'll take Bowling Green.
the money distribution here, though, is pretty even. But I mean, the bet distribution is pretty even. No?
Oh yeah, on my distribution, I see that. On my sample, I see the betting's pretty equal.
Right, that's what I see. I see it's pretty equal. So it's like, if it's pretty equal and the line has moved 5.5 points, maybe it's for good reason.
Yeah, it's definitely nowhere near a play that I would be a premium play on. That's for sure. So
Who'd Ruffalo take? I'll just fade his pick.
I took Toledo.
Oh.
And the under.
Maybe we won't. And who do you like in this gem?
I'm going to agree with Chris on this and go with the Rockets. Bowling Green is 0-6 on the road against the spread.
How freaking bad is the MAC, man?
The Rockets and the Flashers.
How bad is the MAC, man? How bad is the MAC? All right. Well, that wraps up today's show. It was a real gem. An hour, 6 games, 10 minutes a game. Plus, we did another little show before this one. How about that? Talked about everything except for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, which are on the list. Hawaiian Chick-fil-A, man. Who even knew? Because we don't even have one here.
Let's open it up.
Like, we were
Why would
supposed
they
to
have a
get one.
Chick-fil-A in
Well, we
Hawaii?
were supposed to get one. We were supposed to get one. And what happened is COVID. So, like, since they stopped, they didn't build it. But now that the tourists are coming back, maybe they will build it. The tourists are like, slowly coming back. And so it's like, maybe they'll build it. It's weird, you know, when you live in a place that's pretty much most of the people are tourists. And then you don't have the tourists. It's like, all of a sudden, we have wildlife again.
Well, we need to have our test of strength. We'll race on the beach, then we'll go play a round of golf, and then we'll come back for a haircut or something like that. So.
You touch me, I'm calling the cops. And I'll tell you what.
Sounds like a date.
Exactly, it's creepy.
We could do a surfing contest.
I'll tell you one thing about the Maui cops. They don't like to be bothered. they don't like it.
Sounds like a 3-0 day for Mitch with a restraining order.
Yeah. Well, I can beat him in that short race. It's the golf that I'm going to get voted on, and then the surfing.
Ask Mitch. Yeah, maybe I will do Ask Mitch because I will be home today. So, yeah, maybe I will do an Ask Mitch today at 3 o'clock Eastern time-ish. Brian, am I doing Ask Mitch today? Brian's my scheduler.
I would think it'd be quite possibly go off. But some of these guys have moved their show up against the drive-thru, so which isn't very smart.
Suicide mission. I like to run my shows against other people in this industry. I like to go head-to-head. I welcome the competition. It's nothing.
Well, I looked at it both when you were
It's nothing
live.
personal. It's just business.
But you were doing much better. You were winning.
I always win. I always win.
Yeah, I checked that out one day for you. And
You know why I win?
I had
Because I'm better at it.
something reviews.
Because I'm better at it. I am. I'll just pat myself on the back here. I'll do a Bitler. I'm the number one.
36 and 23, 61% college football.
Nice. Good. What was your record?
Last year, I was number one also, 57%.
Not on my site, you weren't. I was. I was number one on my site.
You were the only guy last year.
Exactly.
That's so fair.
I carried the weight of the world on my shoulders. There's no better show than the drive-thru. What are you talking about? Saying they're better than my show? The Mitch Show? What should we call this show? Should come up with a name. Our podcast is Picks from the Doghouse. We're on Spotify and iTunes. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. It was nice seeing everyone. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the Mac. Maybe I'll come on at halftime. Maybe we'll do an Ask Mitch later on. Maybe we'll do something. I don't know. It's like I'm around because I'm going to be doing some videos. Then I got people coming over and measuring stuff and doing stuff. I don't know what the hell is going on over here. But I think the Ask Mitch, if I do it, will have to be outside because they're like jackhammering and shit in my bathroom. Someone got I guess the people that owned the house before us a little aggressive putting those tiles up. It's like it's like this thick, and it's always like that. My favorite bit about contractors is that Sebastian Maniscalco. He does that bit with contractors. He's like, and it's so true. He's like, feel this wall. In all my years of contracting, I've never felt anything like this. He's like, I don't feel anything. It's like, We could touch it. We could not do anything. It could be perfectly fine. Or you could be watching the game and your whole house collapses on your family. Oh, man. All right. I'll see you guys later on. Have a great day. We'll try and act more professional. Tomorrow we'll have NFL and college football. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel.